Everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Asia. Nice to meet you. Thank you for clicking on this video. Today we're gonna talk about every single series that I started that I haven't finished, and I'm gonna tell you if I plan on finishing it or I am in the middle of so many series. That's why I've been doing like finishing series. I'm in the middle of videos on my channel, but lately I've not been the best at finishing series, so I'm gonna go through every single one. I'm gonna show you them and we're gonna see if we're gonna keep going with them. Some of them are on my Kindle, some of them I have the physical books, and I'm gonna show you. Let's start this. Oh my god, there's so many books. First one we have is Scythe, the Scythe series, I assume. I will 100% be continuing this. I only read the first book and there's a third. I'm pretty sure that it's blue. I loved the first book. I read it in June, and it was so good. I actually can't wait to read the second. I just read like 2 fantasy back to back, so I need like a silly little rom-com at the moment, but I think after that I might just pick this up. And then there's a third book. It's dystopian vibes, it's YA. I'm excited. There's like a very small hinted romance, but it's not really a romance book at all. This is a definite yes. Next up we have Done and Dusted. I don't own the second book, and I'm not sure if there's a third book as well. I know there's gonna be, I don't know if it's out yet. The second book is Swift and Saddled. I just didn't see like amazing reviews about Swift and Saddled that I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna. I think I will because I know I'm not gonna care about Swift and Saddled, but the next book, the third one, is about the couple I care about, so I'm definitely gonna read the third. I think I'm gonna read the second one as well. It was very quick cowboy romance, so easy to read and not many brain cells needed. It's brother's best friend. It was very cute. If you like the Chestnut Spring series, you're gonna love this. It's by Leica Series, and I never read anything by her before, and I enjoyed it. It was cute, it was easy. I'm probably gonna read the second one at one point, but I'm definitely reading the third, because the third, that's the couple I care about. If you read it, convince me too. If you read any of these actually, and you think I should be reading it or I should not be reading it, let me know. I care about your opinion. The next one is the Dreamland Billionaires. Is that what it's called? It's the fine print terms and conditions. I have read both. I know there's a third called The Final Offer. That's what it's called, isn't it? I will not be reading it. I apologize. I didn't love the fine print. I really liked terms and conditions. I didn't love this one. I just, nothing in my brain. I've read this years ago. Nothing is screaming to me to like buy Final Offer, and it looks way too big for a romance book. I have a conflicting relationship with Lauren Asher, because sometimes I like what she writes and sometimes I really don't. I've DNF'd a couple of her books, so I don't know, but I don't think I'm gonna read The Final Offer. Next series that I'm in the middle of is the Chestnut Spring series. Is it in the right order? I think so. I have read the first let's try again. I've read the first 4. I have to read the last one. I will be definitely reading it. I got told it's a good one by my best friend, so that's good. I really love this as a series, even though this book, this wasn't worth it to me. I didn't love Powerless. It was okay, but these, especially this book changed my life. Not to be dramatic. This was great as well, but this, she is a 5-star. She's perfection. She has no flaws. Theo Silva, the man that you are. I can't even explain to you how much I love this, and I really liked this too. The first one was okay. Powerless I really didn't like, but I have high hopes for Hopeless. I love fake dating and I love Marriage of Convenience, so I have high hopes for her. I will be definitely reading this. I will definitely be finishing this. Okay, that's the order. The next one I'm going to talk about is the Boys of Tommen. I don't own them. Oh, don't ask me. Binding 13, keeping 13, saving 6, redeeming 6, taming 7. I could be wrong. I read the 13th. I read the first two because I read them years ago when they weren't this popular. You know how everyone now loves them? I read them literally 2 years ago. I remember crying so much. I don't really remember everything that happened because it's been so long. So out of the 5 that are out, I read the first 2 because at the time they were the only one out. I will be reading them, but I don't have the strength right now. I feel like they're winter reads. They're massive as well. I read the ebook. I don't have the physical copies, but I might buy them because they're in the works right now. And every time I go in the works, they look at me and I'm like, oh, I really want to buy you. But like, they're so chunky. They kind of scary in real life. So I think it would be easier for me to read them on my Kindle. So I can't see how long they are because I believe they're like 700 pages. And it's a romance book. I will definitely be finishing it. Everyone loves them. They're very found family, high school romances. I just remember crying for hours on end. Next one, we have the Leica series. You heard me talk about the Leica series, I think 20,000 times. If you still somehow don't know what it is the spin-off series of the Addicted/Galloway Sisters series, which is, if you know me, one of my favorite series of all time. I read them back in 2020, and I was immediately in love with them, and I have all the books. I have the old covers, but I cannot get them out of the bookshelf because they're stuck in there. I'm not lying to you, I can't. I physically cannot remove them, so forever in there. So the Leica series is a spin-off of their kids, which are famous, and they all pretty much somehow have relationship with bodyguards. I have read 7 out of 13. Yes. You'll be like, 13? 13. You heard that right. 13 books, which are crazy. And they're all quite long, but they're very, very quick reads. They follow different kids. Like, not every book is a different couple. Sometimes, like, for one couple, we had 4 books, and then we had 2 for another one, and then we had 1 for one. And now I need to read, I think, 3 more and 3 more of 2 different couples. But I will definitely be finishing it. I love that series. I love Kristen Becker-Ritchie. I love that universe. As long as I can be in that universe, I will. I'm literally like pushing not to read the next one so I can like make it longer and longer. I don't want to finish it. I know they're gonna do another spin-off series called The Cobalt Empire. When that comes out, that's my Joker. When that comes out, I will be unbearable. I apologize for whoever I'll become. Definitely, I'm gonna finish the Leica series, 100%. This is a great timing to talk about this book because the movie is coming out in 3 days. It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. This book is from 2016. Can you see it? Can you see how yellow it is? I read this book years ago. And I know 2 years ago, I think, the prequel came out. I don't plan on reading it. It's not my favorite book in the world. I don't hate it as much as other people hate it. And I will definitely be watching the movie. I'm not gonna watch it. It's Blake Lively. Who are we talking about? Like, it's Blake Lively. I'm gonna watch the movie. The book was okay. At the time, I went through a Colleen Hoover phase. I literally read, I'd say, like 8 of her books, maybe. 7 of her books I read. And they were all in that year. But I don't have any inclination into wanting to read the first half. The first book. Like, not the first book, because technically this is the first book, but like the prequel. I don't really care about reading the prequel, so I'm not going to. Next, this is Mr. Wrong Number by Lynn Painter. Let me look up what the second one is called because I don't remember. The Love Wager. Yes, I may read it. I actually think I will because I love this. This was so easy, and so I remember reading this in like a day. This book got me out of one of the worst reading slumps of my life. So I'm always going to be thankful to it. Whenever I need like a silly little rom-com, I'm probably going to go to the works and buy it. If I remember right, I think this was brother's roommate and they were texting each other and they didn't know they were each other. Enemies to lovers, quick, easy. I like Lynn Painter. She's so easy to read. So yeah, I'm going to be reading The Love Wager. I don't know when it though. Next series that I'm in the middle of is the Knock 'Em Out series. The name is so fucking silly. And the first book is Things We Never Go Over. I can't even tell you the names of the second and third. I will not be reading it. I didn't love this. I know the second one is Pink and then Purple, or Purple and then Pink, and this wasn't for me. It was okay, but like nothing in me is like screaming to go and buy the second and third. A lot of people really love this book. I enjoyed it. I think I gave it 3 stars. It was an average book for me, so I'm not gonna read the second and third. The Knock 'Em Out is so funny. The name of the town is crazy. Next one that I don't own the physical copies, I actually want to, so I might just buy them soon. It's the Campus Diaries. So that's another spin-off of one of my favorite series ever. It's by Elle Kennedy, and it's the spin-off of the Off-Campus Briar U series. When I tell you, Off-Campus was my shit. At my core, I am a hockey romance reader. Like, I read the first one, which was called The Graham Effect. Adored it, loved it, perfection. I enjoyed it so much. There wasn't a silly third act breakup. It was so quick to read. It had the off-campus characters in it. So like, I literally was reading it, I was like, it's like when you go back and feel nostalgic about it. And the second one called The Dixon Rule. The Dixon Rule. And there's going to be a third one called The Charlie Method coming out next year. So by the time the third one comes out, I'm definitely going to read The Dixon Rule. And I'm definitely finishing this series. To be fair, I just enjoy anything Elle Kennedy writes. I find her so easy to read and so like nostalgic. Next one is It Happened One Summer. I don't know what's the series called. The Bellinger Sisters? Something like that. It Happened One Summer is the first book in a duology. I'm pretty sure it's just 2 books. It's the sisters. I didn't love this one. I found it a little bit too spicy. Tessa Bailey's writing, I don't think is for me. I don't want to go back to it. Hook and Sinker is the second one. This is like literally a fisher and like a girl that was behaving bad and got put in this like fishing town, and she was like a social media person that was like blonde and stupid and silly, but she wasn't stupid at all. But it was okay, but like I'm not gonna read the second one, I don't think, ever. And this is like the old version because I bought this when this came out. So now the second book is smaller. So just for that reason, I'm not going to buy the second one. Okay, next. This is a throwback. This is an OG book talk / booktube book. This is one of the book talk books with It Ends With Us. Oh. Oh. The Spanish Love Deception. Do you remember this? This was everywhere. There's more books after this. I don't even know what they're called. Something about the American something. No, I'm not gonna read it. This is another one. It's the same vibes. I don't think it is for me. I like a rom-com, but like it has to have some sort of depth. I'm not gonna read the second one. She was iconic for the time. This was Coachella 2016. Do you know what I mean? But its time has passed. Bye-bye. The next series, it's not a series that I've heard anything about. I don't know if I'm the only person that has read this series. It's called the Fight Game series. Let me have a look because I don't own it. The first book is called 5 Rounds. The second book is called 2 Fights. The third book is called 3 Count. The fourth book is called 1 Last Shot. And then there's a 5th book called 4th Degree. I didn't even know it was so many. I thought it was just 3 books. I liked 5 Rounds. I gave 5 Rounds 4 stars. I never heard of it before. I just remember it's a boxer romance. But I think they end up living together, 2 boys and a girl. And she has a sister, and the second book is about the sister. I've read the first 2 books. I read 5 Rounds and 2 Fights. I haven't read the other 3 books. I thought there were only 3 books. I didn't know there were 5. I don't know if I'm gonna read it. Maybe. I remember liking the first book and not liking the second one. I gave the second one 2 stars, but I remember liking the first. So the rating on Goodreads, people really like the last 2 books. It's a series by Nikki Castle. I might do. We'll see. I might just do it for the series that I do, like on this channel, finishing series I'm in the middle of. I might just do it for that one because that series that I do on this channel, it helps me so much to finish series. So I will keep doing it until I'm over all of these. I think I will. We'll see. Okay, last series is the Avalon Bay series by Elle Kennedy again. The third book is called The Summer Girl. I will. Yes. And I think that would be like a very good summer book because these are perfect summer reads. Perfect. I like the first book more than the second one. The second one was a bit but I find Elle Kennedy very easy to read. As I said, if Outer Banks was a book series, this would probably be it. It gives that vibes of like the beach and a coastal town and everyone knowing each other and like a friend group and stuff. So I probably will at one point, just because I only have one left, so I might as well. These are all the series. I definitely forgot like 5 or 6, but I cannot think of any more. So many that they're on my Kindle that I forgot. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't see them. So these are all the series that I could think of. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. That would help so much. I love you. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video very soon. Ciao! The worst part about a video is now I have so many books to put away.